From ABC 15 Arizona, breaking news.
And we do want to get you back to that breaking news right now at 5:30. A police-involved shooting in Phoenix, and now an urgent manhunt to find the person who pulled the trigger.
Our Jamie Warren is live near 91st Avenue and Lower Buckeye. And Jamie, you just talked to police.
Justin and Kaylee, we just got an update from Phoenix police moments ago. They told us that a suspect is now in custody, and we can tell that the search is over because the helicopter that was up ahead has since left. And then moments before all of this, we actually saw a couple of ambulances arriving into the neighborhood just south of us. So that is where police were looking for this suspect. They were focused on this neighborhood here just south of us. You still see such a large police presence, however. As for what exactly took place here, we are still working to confirm. Police told us that this was an officer-involved shooting. They told us that no officers were injured, but they also told us that they were searching for the suspect involved in all of this. And I can also tell you that there is a pickup truck that is parked in the intersection here, and that appears to also be a part of this investigation. We saw police focused on that pickup truck, and I actually spoke with the neighbor who lives in a neighborhood right nearby. He described hearing to us what sounded like a truck doing a burnout early this morning and then gunshots. Take a listen.
Smog to our neighborhood. Like you smell the burn rubber for like 30 minutes an hour, and then probably 10 minutes later you hear a couple gunshots.
So details on what exactly took place here, what led up to this shooting between police and that suspect. We are still working to confirm those details. We are also working to confirm who this guy was or who this suspect was in this situation. But again, just to reiterate here from Phoenix police, they say that this suspect is now in custody. We are standing by to hear from Phoenix police. They told us they'll be meeting us out here very soon to give us more details on this investigation. As soon as they do that, we'll of course be passing that information on to you. For now, reporting live in Phoenix this morning, Jamie Warren, ABC 15 Arizona.
Well, it is 5:30, and we turn now to our other big story of the day, our team coverage. As Title 42 comes to an end later today, sheriffs statewide standing together and sending a strong message to federal authorities to tighten border immigration policy. Title 42, just to give you some perspective, allowed the U.S. to quickly turn back migrants at our border based on pandemic-era health concerns.
Maricopa County Sheriff Paul Penzone held a press conference yesterday calling on the federal government to properly fund and reimburse local law enforcement along with county agencies for resources needed to continue to ensure public safety.
Do you see that possibly the cartel is working to help these people, giving them money?
It is absolutely a for-profit industry that is involves violence and abuse. They see everyone who's trying to cross the desert as property. They will force you into debt.
So once migrants cross the border, they have to go through several days of initial processing where they are fingerprinted and vetted, but we're told only so much information is really available. Migrants will then be dispersed into cities throughout the state, many traveling to other states as they wait for their cases to make their way through the court system.
Our co-anchor Nick Sleddy is live in Yuma. Hard not to notice all of the people behind you, Nick, as you kick off our team coverage there. Good morning.
Kaylee, Justin, I can tell you it has been a very busy morning here in Yuma at the border. You mentioned we have seen lines and lines of people here behind me. I was just talking to a few folks here. They're coming from Georgia. I can tell you we have seen people come all over the world. I've met people this morning from China, from Ghana, from Uzbekistan, also places in Latin America as well. But really, it just runs the gamut. I met a family from India as well. So what's happening here right now, I can tell you, is people are walking in from Mexico. So we see that this is the border wall here. But if we go down the line, you can see this line really is just getting longer and longer. We've been here since 2 o'clock this morning. I can tell you this is the longest we have seen the line so far. So what happens from here is that the Border Patrol agents will do an initial processing of people here. After that is complete, they get bused to a Border Patrol station where a background check is performed. They also do health screenings as well. And from there, they might get picked up by a nonprofit organization that's going to help them maybe get to a family member or someone who can sponsor them during this process while they're requesting asylum. We've also spoken to a number of people in the line this morning. Want to play an interview I did a short time ago with a gentleman from Honduras.
Y somos trabajadores, venimos a trabajar, ¿entiende? Venimos a trabajar, no venimos a hacer desorden. Estados Unidos, por lo que yo he escuchado, no quiere gente que no sirve para nada, quiere gente trabajadora.
So Marco Antonio tells me that he's a worker and that people here are coming to work and they're not wanting to cause any issues or take advantage in the U.S. They just want new opportunities. ¿Qué quieres? Oportunidades nuevas.
Así es.
But I'll tell you, I've spoken to a number of officials here in Yuma. They're telling me even though Title 42 is technically still on the books, they're already seeing a surge of migrants. I spoke to Yuma County Supervisor Jonathan Lyons just this morning. He told me that each day since Sunday, they've seen 1,000 people cross at this point. Typically, they see about 300, so that's more than triple what they would see on a normal day. And the fear from these officials in Yuma is that these numbers will continue to grow, and they simply just don't have the infrastructure to house and shelter and provide for these people. So that's why they're asking these nonprofits and other groups to step in, asking the federal government to do more as well. I spoke to the mayor of Yuma, who is asking President Biden to declare a federal emergency here at the border. This is a very dynamic situation as well. Things are constantly changing. As I mentioned, the line is getting even longer. We'll be here throughout the morning and throughout the day to bring you continuing coverage on what we know is a very important story, Kaylee and Justin.
Nick, how long have some of those people been in line?
So I'll tell you this, we got here at about 2 o'clock this morning, and I've tried to kind of casually keep track. I know some of them have been in line for at least an hour or so. They are trying to move as quickly as possible. Obviously, once the line gets this long, yeah, that's going to be a bit harder. But from what we've seen, they've been able to take maybe groups of 50 people or so and do that initial screening, and that process goes relatively quickly. But I would say most of these folks have probably been waiting in line for at least an hour or so. But again, as that line continues to grow, those wait times are also going to continue to grow because it does take time to process all these folks.
And that's after a very long journey. All right, our Nick Saletti only getting started here with our team coverage live there along the border. Thank you.
Other border cities are also seeing a surge of migrants. Officials in El Paso, Texas are working to open up emergency shelters and say the city is at a breaking point. On Tuesday alone, more than 11,000 people were arrested for crossing the border illegally. That's up from about 8,000 crossings a day just last week. So Scripps News is covering this story from all angles with a team of reporters at multiple points across our southern border.
Yes, we are bringing you on the ground reporting from journalists who live and work right there in those communities. Our national correspondent, Addie Guijardo, is in El Paso, where migrants are anxious. They're also confused about what to do next.
Well, good morning to you both. I've been speaking to migrants here outside Sacred Heart Church and also in Juarez, Mexico. Many of them tell me they're simply confused about the changes in these immigration policies. Some of them saying they're trying to rush to get over to the United States before Title 42 expires. Others are waiting it out and trying to figure out what will happen next. There was roughly about 1,000 migrants behind me just a number of days ago outside Sacred Heart Church. Hundreds of them had since turned themselves into processing centers. You can still see some of them sleeping behind me. Now, over the last few weeks, the city of El Paso has really been preparing and ramping up their efforts, opening up shelters as they prepare for this influx of migrants. They're also working with the Red Cross in order to provide migrants additional shelter and also food. Now, the Department of Homeland Security projects up to 13,000 migrants will cross a day along the southern border once Title 42 expires, and crossings are already surging as the clock ticks. More than 27,000 people are in U.S. customs Customs and Border Protection custody already. And in March, if you want to compare that, back in March, there was about 8,600 of them in custody. Now, 1,500 active duty troops are now on the ground all along the southwest border. Many of these cities are bracing for this influx of migrants. In Arizona, Governor Katie Hobbs called on the White House to deliver more money to help border communities. In Yuma, they also increased the number of workers at a local hospital as it gets hotter and hotter. Now, President Biden also recently announced more legal pathways to reach the United States, but many immigration advocates say that these are very similar to Trump-era immigration policies, and they've been very critical of them. Migrants that I spoke with say they're unsure of what's going to happen next. Some of them say they're going to wait it out, try to try to seek asylum legally. Others say they're simply so frustrated they're willing to cross illegally. But we'll continue to cover this story and bring you all the latest to see what those numbers look like. Again, the Department of Homeland Security expecting up to 13,000 migrants crossing a day along that southwest border. We're already seeing some of those numbers reach that height. Back to you guys.
All right, yeah, I mean, what, 8,000 last week, up to 11,000 this week, and we will see this exponentially grow, or at least we are expecting that. Thank you for that live report out of Texas.
ABC 15 will have team coverage on the big story all day long. Our Nick Soletti is going to be back in our 6 o'clock hour with more from Yuma. And you can also find complete coverage online right now at abc15.com or our free ABC 15 mobile app.
Time right now is 5:39. Let's get you a check of traffic now, sponsored by Accident Law Group. We've got this gorgeous view of that sunrise, but I'm focused on the backup that's building right now. If you can see it here on the I-10 in that eastbound direction near 67th Avenue, that's because we've got a crash that is really causing those delays with that HOV lane blocked off here this morning. So speeds right around 15 to 20 miles per hour right now near about 51st Avenue where this crash is. So right near the 202, the South Mountain interchange. Really seeing that backup stretching significantly at this very early hour. We're not even into our 6 o'clock time frame yet. We're seeing this stretch about 6 miles back where you're going to be feeling the impact from this one. Also noticing a bit of slowing for folks trying to get onto the 10 from the Loop 101. So be prepared for that slowdown that is going to hit you right around the Loop 101 and continue until about 51st Avenue. So coming up in just a few minutes, we'll go through that Desert Drive time, the impact that this is having here for you this morning. We'll also track the wider view of the valley to see what your commute may look like in the northern part of the valley or the East Valley. In the meantime, I want to get you to meteorologist Iris Hermosillo with a look at that most accurate forecast and the warm up on the way.
Absolutely. You know, Megan, the sun is officially up. You're seeing those clear skies as we look live out towards Camelback Mountain here at this hour. A little bit of a haze as we look outside, too. There is some dust in the air, and typically in the morning times we see that haze because of particle pollution, but ozone pollution will be a factor in our forecast today and over the next few days, too. Let's talk temperatures first, though, because we are getting warmer. Now, that said, we're off to a cooler start this morning, but these cool conditions won't last for too long. Our temperature right now is 63. We'll quickly climb into the low 80s by lunchtime, and then we'll reach a high of 90 in Phoenix today, which is nearly 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. So we begin our next warm up today, and as you look at the next few days, that temperature is going to climb quickly into the mid 90s tomorrow, and then we're reaching the triple digits again for the second time this year by Saturday. But that's not it. Mother's Day looking pretty hot too. But we're also tracking several rounds of showers and thunderstorms for our state. I'll show you those changes, and we'll talk air quality alerts in that full forecast.
I'm Jose George in Washington. Title 42 is ending, so what immigration procedures will be in effect? We break it down next.